Welcome you all in Alahram Modern School. This is our last revision for the student who is in primary 5 going to primary 6. Today we're going to talk about the symmetrical figure and the axis of symmetry for any shape. Axis of symmetry is a line, this is a straight line that divides the figure into two congruent parts. Congruent part, it means they are the same or they are identical parts. If I have this shape and I divide it I draw this line segment, I will call this line segment the axis of symmetry, and that will divide this shape into two identical parts. We have some polygons that we're going to study the number of the line of symmetry of each of one of them. For example, the equilateral triangle, it has 3 equal sides and it has 3 lines of symmetry. And about the isosceles triangle, it has only one line of symmetry, one axis of symmetry that divided into two congruent triangles. And the scaling triangle, it has 0 line of symmetry, and also the parallelogram, it has 0 line of symmetry, but the square, it has 4 line of symmetry. This is the first 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the regular hexagon, for example, it has regular hexagon, it has 6 sides, so it has 6 line of symmetry. Okay. So here we have a table. You're going to, just to help you to memorize them, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and very large number, infinite number. So 0, scaling triangle, parallelogram, and trapezium. All these polygons have a 0 line of symmetry, but the isosceles, when we see the word isosceles, it has 1 axis of symmetry. Isosceles triangle and isosceles trapezium, it has only 1 axis of symmetry. And the rhombus and rectangle, 2. Equilateral triangle, as I told you, 3, and square, 4. And the circle has a very large number of axis of symmetry. We also have another topic we call the geometric transformation. For any polygons or for any shape, it to move it from one direction to other, or one position to other, but it has the same side and area and angles of and side of length. So here, when I have this B, if I move it to this direction, so I make a translation for this B from this side to this side, and it still has the same side and the same length. Okay. For the geometric transformation that we're going to study this year, we have 3 types of. First one is the reflection. Like here, if I have a line of symmetry, or if I have a mirror, so this shape is I'm going to see the reflection of this shape. I'm going to move it to the other part and see reflection of it. And translation is moving in certain direction. Here we move in the right, so this we call it the translation. As you see, there is a difference between the reflection. I flipped the shape, but here I move it to right or to left, up and down. Okay. And the rotation is to turning the figure around a point. We call it around a certain angle. So this is called the rotation of a shape. Here I have an example. I want you to write the reflection, translation, or the rotation. Here I move this shape from this place to this place in a certain direction. So this is the translation. Very good. Here, consider like I have flipped this shape, so this is called the reflection. Very good. And when we move this shape around this point, we rotate this shape around this point, so this is called the rotation of a shape. Okay, we have also a different topic we call the locating point on the coordinate plane. First, what is a coordinate plane? The plane determined by two lines or two lines, they are perpendicular in a point. The first one is horizontal, we call it. This one is the the x-axis. Here we call this one is the x-axis, and the other one is vertical. As you see, this one we call it the y-axis. So here is the x-axis, this one, and this is the y-axis, and we call this shape is a coordinate plane. And here I have write some numbers. The intersection point here is number 0, and in this x-axis I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these two axes is intersection in one point. We call it the origin, and this is the origin, and it's denoted by the letter O. So what shall I do with this? I'm going to locate point on this coordinate plan. We call this the order pair. We call it the order pair. For any point in this coordinate plan, we can locate any point. How I'm going to do this, and how I'm going to write the order pair? This is so easy. First, locate the point. For example, if I choose this point, then what shall I do? I will look first to the x-axis. So this point, there it will the number that in front of it in the x-axis is number 6, and the number in front of it in the y-axis is number 4. So I will start with number first, the x coordinate, and then I'm going to write the y coordinate, and between them I write them between two brackets, and between them is comma. So here I will write first, I will write 6, this is the x-axis, comma, and then I will write 4, this is the y-axis, and this we call it, this point, we locate this point, and we call it A or B or C, whatever you like, and I'm going to write the order pair for it between two brackets, 6, comma, 4. So here, if I give you some point and I want you to write, to plot this point, or to write the order pair for each of the point, we will start by this point A. Here is A, so please get down to the x-axis. So the first location is the number 1, so write 1, and the second move to the y-axis, so the second location is number 8, so I will write order pair for this point A, comma 8. What about B? So B, first start with the x-axis down, down, down until I reach number 4, so I will write number 4, and here I move till and I reach y-axis, so I will write number 7. What about C? Yes, the same, move down until you reach 4, write 4, move to the y-axis until you reach number 3, so the order pair for the point C is 4, comma 3. So D, I will move until I reach number 1, and here is number 3. There is other type of the question is to get the reflection of a point in a straight line or in axis of symmetry. For example, if I have this image and I want to find the image of each of these points by reflection on this line, we call it, this is a straight line L, this is the axis of symmetry that I'm going to make the reflection of each point. Let us start with the point B. Here is the point B. So you will move, or you will count how many units that B is a distance from L. So you say this is 1 point. So move to the other direction, also 1 point, and write B dash. So B dash is the image of B. And I want you to give me the plot for this B dash, or the order pair for this B dash, this point. So get down, this is number 6 in the Y, in the x-axis, and here I have number 7 in the y-axis. So the image for B dash equals 6.6,7. So what about number A? Count how many distance A away from X. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. So here also I'm going to the other side, I'm going to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is the point A dash. And the order pair for it is 9. I will start with the x-axis, 9, and then number 8. So the order pair here 9,8. And C is the same. C is away 1 unit from the L, straight line L, the axis of symmetry L, and then I'm going to move also 1, count only 1 unit here, and here is C dash, and C dash is the order pair for it is 6, and here is 6, and here is 3, so I will write 6 and 3. What about D? Count 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 4 units. Now count in the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is D dash, and the order pair for it is 9 and 3. So I will write 9 and 3. Now I'm going to connect A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash to get the image of this polygon. So here I will connect A with B with C and D by using your ruler, so you get the reflection of the image here. Okay, this is the last thing that I'm going to make a revision, represent the data by using the pie graph. Here we use the pie graph is a circle, and I can divide it into two parts. This is half of the circle, this is a quarter of the circle, and here is the 1/8 of the circle. So if I give you example like this, this is the number of the hours of the student that studied in a week. They studied 6 hours for Arabic, 12 for math, 3 hours for science, 3 for English, and the total here is 24. First, you will write the reflection, write the number of hours for each topic over the total. So Arabic 6, so I'm going to write 6 over 24. That will give me, when I use the simplest form of the fractions, that will give me quarters of the circle. The math 12 over 24, that will give me half of the circle. In the science 3 over 24, this is 1/8, and also the English is the same. So draw a circle and divide it into half, and inside the half I'm going to write this is part for the math. And the quarters, here is the quarters of the circle, here is for the Arabic, and the other two parts is for science and English. So by the end of this, we reach our end of this revision. I hope you understand it. Okay, see you next time, my dear student, and God bless you all. Goodbye.